PRI preamble states that signatories shall align our investment activities with the broader interests of society.
Why should responsible investors care? How can we think of this as an issue that's, something for the investment community to take up?
It's about actively managing your forward risks and understanding new opportunities. I think it's fair to say the last few decades that you've seen finance and investment move from a model of relationships to transactions to a trading culture which dominates, and that's a huge challenge for asset owners anywhere in the world. Trading culture dominates across the markets.
2 decades of rising inequality in most G20 countries before the crisis have not only not been reversed, but the most recent report of the OECD shows that market income inequality increased further and more rapidly than ever before. The fact is that the global economy is no more stable than it was 6 years ago.
Why did we lose 30% of pension assets in 1 week in September 2008? Why? I'm sorry, but a lot of asset owners and a lot of asset managers in this room did not ask the questions in a timely manner.
The debate about short-termism and long-termism for me is not about one or the other. It's about and. Because some investors do have short-term horizons and others have long-term horizons. Most of us save for retirement and goals that are at least 20 to 40 years out, and therefore we have the luxury to be able to use the capital to build true wealth while creating sustainable changes in the world.
This needs to not be about ideology, it needs to be about pragmatism. It doesn't need to be about values, it needs to be about creating value.
I believe the future for the PRI and for this model of responsible investment will be defined by which values the PRI and the signatories embrace. It's not a question, as some say, of value or values. Should primacy of immediate financial returns trump long-term social concerns for us? Isn't it a little bizarre that funds held for workers' retirement are joyful when other workers lose their jobs? Is it ethical for us to continue to fund garment and retail companies that are responsible for the deaths of hundreds of young girls in Bangladesh just this year? At what point for responsible investors is enough enough?
If you think about what power we have in this room, it's quite incredible. But we have to use it and we have to make it work.
The PRI principles remain a strong floor for sustainability across all areas of ESG, and you have enormous authority to effect change.
We have the choice to make a difference to the lives of others. Let's ensure that the difference we make is significant.
We've got the architecture in place. We've got the structures, we've got the accountability, we've got the reporting, we've got the implementation support across all asset classes. Now, for the next 10 years, it's all about impact. And we have to ultimately demonstrate impact in terms of aligning investment with the goals of society. We have to be able to demonstrate in future years that we are actually making the world a better place.